I feel a little bit smoother. As we can anyway. And we're still sculpting to a very low polygon mesh. Not gonna look perfect even this in our high poly version. Gotta make compromises, but it'll be fine. It'll show up well at the end. Let's see. Blame that. That as much as possible in this early stage. Bumps here and there. Fine. Not deal breakers. Hey Malix. Malix, what's up? Take a video capture and you can see what I'm typing. It wasn't anything super crazy secret or important that I was typing, man. If that was the case, I would have closed down the virtual keyboard, man. So don't worry about that, QL. But nice try, man. Oh my god, Abyss, your whole computer's just breaking down, man. That sucks. All your software. Live to give. You know that we're working on a PA set, but will you design a Drow Ranger set in the future? I think she's the most beautiful Dota hero, and I haven't found a set that can transmit her whole beauty. Yeah, I mean, I think she's definitely a cool hero, and she gets played a lot. So both really good things. I just haven't really thought of a set for her really that we wanted to make. But it'd be pretty easy to design something really awesome for her. It's already pretty cool, so. Nothing planned yet, man, but we'll get to her, I'm sure. Patching along a bit. Fuck. That thing's gonna blow up, dude. Alright, the top is pretty straightforward. Just needs more polygons before I can get in here. Add more volume, so I don't want to fuck with this too much. Just gonna pull vertices away from the middle if I smooth that part out right now. Down here. start flattening some of this areas out when we add more subdivision. It's gonna be hard to make that look right now. Main point is that we want to smooth out this as much as possible and away from this, because this is where we started. All in all, I mean, it's got a change already, and it kept all the volumes, which is the most important part, what we really care about. Good. I wish you could subdivide with your mask, instead of having to save the mask and re-import the mask and all this. Ah, shit. Haven't done that in a while. Now, I like the studio artist in me that is used to dealing with a lot more polygons for the actual design of the in-game mesh. I really want to get rid of these square sections, but we can't really get rid of those all that much because they're gonna be really important for the bake. So we can smooth them out a little bit, but we can't really fuck with them that much. See how much we can get away with here. Actually, the better tool to use here is the move tool. Just a little bit, so when we bake out onto the flat area, it's gonna just add a little bit of a curve on the bake. Just a tiny bit. Fuck too much with this section. Your flat areas on your low poly, when you bake that out, if you rounded it out way too much, you're gonna get these little weird loops at some other angles, and it never looks good. So it's better just to keep it a little bit square and just don't push it that much, man. Just a little bit. Don't get greedy, man. Fuck. So even that little bit is gonna help us a lot. Do a little bit all the way across, you know, it actually fixes up too bad without breaking what we're actually trying to bake. Just cheating it a little bit. Being a bitch. Like, oh, you have a big brush? You wanna fuck up that other side too? Yeah, let me do that for you. Fucking zBrush. It's very good at fucking things up and very difficult at making things exactly how you want them. But the more you use it, the more you come to an understanding with zBrush's language of no, fuck you, I'm gonna do it this way. Motherfucker. Little bit here and there. You know, all this stuff that we're doing right now is not necessary, but shit's gonna stand out if you do little bits of better things, you know, across your whole model, your textures, your UVs, your model, your zBrush. Put all that shit together, man. It's gonna make a difference. Gotta treat your work as a labor of love, man. Otherwise, why the fuck are you doing it? And I mean, we take shortcuts all the time, but we put in a lot of extra little things all over the model and all over our workflow where it counts. Getting pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Making the mask for this shit. We're gonna put a bunch of detail here on the inside, I think. Keep the outside. Well, actually, I don't know yet. Maybe we should put the detail on the outside and clean on the inside. I don't know. Enemy, are you in here, man? Ah, Broom Bear, welcome, good sir. How are you? Good to see you around these parts. Oh shit, what did I do? What's up, guy? Hey. Somebody that doesn't actually work on 3D but is slowly learning and wants to eventually transition to... Do you feel that Dota 2 item experience would be good towards that goal? Yes, actually. I mean, it's gonna be harder for you to get the style to look correctly in game, as you know. Valve. I mean, it even took Valve a few years, right? They're actually redoing their items or some of their heroes now because they've learned a lot along the way. So even them are learning how to make them actually show up really good in game and up close at the same time, and keep the style, you know, consistent and that quality. So that part will be difficult for any artist. Doesn't matter whether you're new to 3D or whatnot. That kind of design is difficult to do. But creating low poly assets when you're starting to learn is something that is going to be way easier than if you jump straight into trying to make like an adventure kind of game characters that are getting pretty high quality or pretty high polygon, you know, these days, whether they're like for first-person shooters or whatever it is. You know, those models are going to start hitting around, I don't know, they're like probably like 20 to 30,000 polygons. Dota characters as a whole, you know, including the items and the whole character and all that, they're probably around like 6,000 polygons, give or take. And the items are even less. You know, the items get really aggressive because of the LOD 1 that you usually have to sculpt in, you know, not really taking into account LOD 0. So definitely Dota's a good place to start because you start doing, you know, it's easier shapes to create instead of doing all the crazy amount of detail that you do for other games. For the in-game version, you know, for the zBrush stuff, you can still, you know, go crazy and put all this crazy detail so that it shows up in your up close a little bit, and also in your rendering pieces and whatnot. So you can still learn everything, but it's different and it's easier because your in-game stuff is gonna be lower polygon, quite lower. Fragmentals too, nice man, that's a good troll right there. What a dick. Pretty clean, a little bit. But I think that Dota has very similar helmets. Yeah, they do. Only a few sets for PA. Yeah, there's a few. Not a lot of them stand out though. Yeah, that's right, Dustbow. The poly count limit. Fucking Twitch alerts that they set up, or that they have set for artists to create. It's actually usually a little bit lower. Well, sometimes. Some of them are lower by a lot, and so a couple of them are a little bit higher. But yeah. What's up with the sub alert, man? We didn't miss anyone there. Think you'll be able to send in some concept for Tinker when it gets broken down? Yeah, man. I mean, you can post your concepts on our Facebook page or on our forums, and we'll take a look. If they're really good, we might jump. You know, we might bounce ideas off of it, but gotta be really good, man. We usually design our own stuff, and by usually I mean always. For the most part, for the whole set, you know. But there's been ideas from the chat and the Steam and from our forums on some awesome ideas for sets that we've bounced ideas off of, you know, creative, or started creating from part of that, and it turned out great. So yeah, I mean, we're always like to keep our ear to the ground and, you know, hear any ideas that people have, man. Why not? You know, you don't have to be an artist to have really cool ideas for sets. It's just that most of the time it won't be an idea that it won't work for X, Y, or Z reasons technically or design wise. Because you know if you're not a full artist, you might not be thinking about all the other things that, you know, come together at the same time with them. But hey, man, we've definitely gotten some awesome ideas from you. Might be a long shot, but there's that one time where stuff gets implemented, gets bring up. Really cool. Let's help out. Pretty tight. Pretty tight. Good lines, good lines. What kind of percentage is okay to share with a concept author? A lot of the really good concept artists out there, some of them ask for 30, 40, some of them even 50, which gets a little bit high end for me. I think 50 is way too much. But if they help out with other sections, like maybe they can help with UVs or making the low poly a little bit, or if they do like they help out with the marketing set, you know, like the loading screen, or they do a video on top of that, you know, then starts becoming, you know, a pretty good number to be around. So yeah, I mean, take that for what it's worth. I mean, it really comes down to how good that concept artist is. You know, if he's really good. I mean, and that's one of the things that's most lacking in a lot of sets that I get released, and even a lot of them that get into the workshop, into the game, into Dota 2, is they're not really they're not super strong character designs. You know, they might be sculpted really well or have really nice textures, but as a character, as a design for a set, you know, they're not usually very, very strong, which is what's lacking the most, I feel, in most sets. So if you're looking for a concept artist, make sure that he can bring that, you know, to your team or to your mini team that you're creating or to that partnership that you're looking for. Look for a concept artist that's creating a new character on top of that character, not just here's some cool armor, you know, because you see so much of that and that's what we tried to pull away from as well. You know, our sets, we tried to really push the bar and make almost like a new character on top of that and still recognizable as that hero. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting a percentage, you get a self-made. So it comes down to the percentage, David. Is the Troll Warlord broken down? I don't think he was. He might be broken down in game, but I don't think he's released on the workshop as a downloadable thing and everything. And if that's not set up that way, then it means you can't even submit anything for him either. You can start working on him because he's broken down, but you can't actually submit anything. And I think that's the case for Troll. I think. Oh, fuck. Again, I want to keep those angles a little bit there, even though they don't look great right now. It's gonna be better in the end to keep it a little square for our big game. Just a little bit. Oh, this stuff is still showing through. Oh god, I'm not on the right tool. No, fucking jumped in there. Let's see. I don't know if you guys get this bug in zBrush, but when it auto saves, it and you're like sculpting or something, it fucks with your sensitivity. So even though it didn't change on there, it's actually drawing a lot stronger. So then you have to go down to like 2% or 3%, and to get back to the real 11% or 13%. Fucking see. And this right here, I want to have like a little bit of a cut so that there's a little bit of a frame when we do the detail on it. I think it's gonna look really nice. That detail to all the way up here. Maybe we'll cut it right here, or it'll continue on and just keep the bottom, or maybe we'll round it out in this direction. It'll look something like this, maybe. Which way would it go? I guess it would go this way, and we round it out a little bit to go this direction. Or that bit there. Then we'll have like a thinner little frame near the bottom. One across there. Here is where we probably make a little bit of a little whoop, but it kind of echoes some of this round little elf-like shape. Or, yeah. Or that intricate design elves have on the armor. She strikes me, her armor strikes me very elfish, that's why I'm referencing it that way. Probably not an elf, I don't know. I didn't really read her lore yet, to be honest. But yeah, something like that will give us a nice little frame for her. And then in here we'll maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll just sketch it out right now, even though we won't use any of this mask. But if we, darker section. Look at the default PA and try and wrap our head around that a little bit. Where's the default? So they have the dark on their armor for the most part on the inside, and just the trim and some of the stuff on the inside is the detail on her body armor. And then that's kind of flipped on her helmet, where the big areas are the dark ones and the outside trim stuff is bright stuff. Which makes sense because it's a bigger section. Actually, her shoulders are the same too. They just flipped it on her armor a little bit. We want this to be lighter on the outside and dark on the inside, like that. So it becomes a bit of like a silver trim, even though it'll be more of teal anyways, you know. I hear that a lot, David. I hear that a lot. What do I recommend using to learn 3D modeling? Well, if you're getting started, you probably don't have a lot of money and you want to use something free. So Blender is free and you can get started using that. Or if you're a student, you can get a free license of Maya or Softimage. Well, maybe not Softimage anymore. You probably have to download that somewhere. Yeah, if you're a student, you can get a free anything pretty much. You know, just talk to your school and you can go to Autodesk and put in your email and download the student version of everything. Or Blender's free. Softimage had a mod tool that you could use for free as well. I don't know if you can even find Softimage right now. You probably have to do a search for it via other channels that we won't mention. But yeah, try those, man. I mean, essentially all this, most packages will do the same kind of stuff, right? It's just more how you approach it. But as you get to a certain level, I like using Softimage because it's actually way faster for me. The UI is cleaner. It does a lot of the little things a lot better. The menus are better. It's got extra, like the on-fault stuff comes default with it, and it's super quick. But when you're starting out, you know, learning low poly and high poly and all that stuff, it's all very similar across all the packages. You know, Blender, Modo, all those guys. So pick what's better for you at the time. You know, money's gonna be a big concern if you're young and you're getting started. More than likely. Did this shit get selected back here? Kinda weird. Oh, I know what. Alright. There's a little bit. Fucking notice it. Probably fucked up my intensity again. Betcha. Anyway, this is just a test. Any of these masks. They're done really sloppy. Just to give us an idea where we want the detail and where do we want it. Want this to be like a complete solid, or do we want some little... Oh, maybe we can do like a... We can bevel this out. It's got its own... its own edge, even though it's a piece on top of the helmet as well. We'll just kind of rough it in real quick. I didn't think this far. Or to this amount of detail inside of my head. Maybe we go a little bit thicker on the top frame there. Look too bad. I wouldn't want to put anything in here though. Try just for the hell. Oh god, fucking smooth. Yeah, I don't like that. What if it was together? A little better. What do you guys think? It look better as a higher silver piece or a little bit more detail. I mean, even here, I would still go in and add a little bit of, like the stuff we did for the armor for the Chaos Knight, where, whoops, some of these guys kind of creep in and do this kind of stuff. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, not that actual design, but this kind of detail I think is gonna work in our favor. I got a smaller brush here. They're just examples. No, they're totally shit. Oh. Salty Bolt, yes. Softy Marsh got closed, or they stopped supporting it, Autodesk, but you can still find it. You can still buy it from different retailers, they still sell it. And even if you find it, you know, by other channels, you can keep using it for a very long time. People will keep making tools for it. I mean, people have been making tools for it outside of Autodesk, because Autodesk never really did crazy amounts with it. So a lot of other artists took it upon themselves to create really cool export tools for zBrush and things like that. So it's going to continue. And the fact that it's just, you know, it's a universal kind of language where you can export to OBJ and all this other plugins. So you can always get your work into a different application that you might need for another game. You know, like FBX, for example, with DOTA or SMDs, you know, all that stuff, you can still export for it. So you can keep using Softimage for the next 10 years if you want. I plan on using it for a long time, man. Frosty, no on the front split. Break it off at the V at the top. Alright, let's try that out. Break it up. We wanted the front nose to be a whole piece. It's a little spotty there, so maybe we need to delete. Maybe we want to keep guys like that, the detail. Maybe just keep the detail very small. Oops. Ah, fucking small. Then we gotta assign constant, so we kind of kill some of these guys too. It'll read better from a distance, so I'm with Frosty on not having the detail on the inside there, but then we gotta figure out how the detail shows up over here. It will become an issue. We gotta come up with a clever little design that pokes out here. Oh, we can play for that for a very long time until we get something we like, but... oh, fuck. Actually, with this stuff, with this little guys, we can kind of mimic some of this design that we started with this the large flows of this line work. So kind of like mirroring in the other direction over here is actually working out fairly nice. Gives that circular feel. This. A little bit anyways. Needs more work. across here. Ah, my tablet. Oh shit, look at that, you guys. That's not bad. A little sharp down here though. Maybe we close that off and maybe round it out a little bit. Get a little bit higher. I don't like the pointiness to it. Yeah, this feels a lot stronger. And it'll read from a distance at the same time. So maybe even up here we can get a little bit, you know, as we go towards the back, maybe we get a little bit thicker on the framework for it. Make it feel stronger at the same time because of that. Right? And this curve needs work. Not very good. That out. But you know, we start making it feel more like that, you know, more bird-like, more talon-like, more elf-like, a little fancier. Then we need to clean up all the stuff down here and kind of match that design too. All broken now. Broken design. Well, that's cool. We just experiment a little bit here. A little fun. Darkness is feeling really nice actually. Continuation of that silverness, or that, you know, it's gonna be teal, but it's gonna be higher on the specular. It'll feel like it's more, you know, that trim work that silver has on a lot of armor pieces. Good. Pretty fancy. What if I make it look like flames? Oh, look at you guys, already on board with what we actually started. Not necessarily flames, but more, you know, more elf-like designs, I guess. You know, more curves. Anything with more curves and intricate shapes is gonna feel more of that fanciness design that have on their cloth and their armor and things. Well, Dustpaw, they bought it out because it was becoming very competitive with Maya. Optimash is so much better than Maya, and Autodesk saw that, so they bought them out and brought them in and kept them for like 3 years, 4 years maybe. And then now, I'm sure they got somebody new in charge or something happened there where they're like, oh, let's just kill it and, you know, sell more Maya or whatever, that it seems to be in more schools, or like, who knows. It was a stupid idea anyways for them to kill it. It's so much stronger. For modeling at least, and rendering, rigging. And I'm actually gonna take a screenshot of this, just so that we remember about, you know, about where we drew some of these shapes, because some of these feel fairly good. Because we can actually keep this mask. We need to go higher on sub D and start adding other details, where we do the mask work. But it's a good test, so we know where we're gonna have those edges. Pretty good. And we'll add some other fangs over here somewhere. Maybe up here. Maybe they go this way. I don't know about the middle. Maybe the middle does need a little something. More concrete, perhaps? I know, that's Pretty shitty. Stop drawing vaginas, Sith. God. Here we just got. Maybe we can do something that a little bit like the dagger, maybe a little bit thinner. Give it a gem. Hey, what's up, Sages? Do I have any advice on improving some design skills? Design skills, like concept-wise for characters or for armor or just overall, man? What specifically are you looking for? Looks like a dick, no joke. Dude, you would not be surprised. You'd be amazed at how easy it is to draw a dick when you're trying to like do armor stuff. It's just it's such a universal shape, man. God damn it. Alright, let's see if I can get over. Anyways, this is just, we're just testing this shit out. It doesn't really matter what we do here. Let's just keep it as just the frame and not worry about any of the details in there because it starts creating a fucking dickhead apparently. We'll just, I guess, erase these guys. Those guys look kind of cool. We need something else in there though. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Alright, that's not bad for starters, I guess. Motherfuckers. No phallic symbols, please. You'd be amazed, dude. I'm saying how easy it is to do that without even noticing. Make the very top of it like the talon shape printed in it, like an actual, like the actual like foot. Or what are you talking about? Like maybe... Oh, this is a bad idea. I immediately regret my decision. Put a stripe going down the middle. Hey Kazduri, what's up, man? Welcome in, we're drawing some penises on helmets. Fuck. Maybe we just kind of echo the shape a little bit, then break it up after that. Or maybe Frosty meant like the shape of a gem. That could work. Not necessarily a gem, because I'm not crazy about putting gems on everything. It's like something that everybody does, I think. Shape of that could work. Not bad. Maybe it splits a little bit. Still feel like it needs something coming there. Problem is that it's mirrored, so it's gotta work all directions. Anyways, maybe something like that starts working fairly nice. We don't have to spend too much time designing this right now. We'll have to do it again when we get properly. But hey, not a bad start, not a bad start. Like, we can spend a lot of time on here. Let's just leave it like this for now. Sexual helmet. Arcana by default. Can you link yeah, man. As long as it's, you know, related to what we're doing. You can link that, man. What's up, Rustic? Is that a refollow, man? I don't remember your name. I don't know, maybe something like that. Oh, we can just keep it blank too. That works as well. I mean, maybe we don't want too much detail on there because of the braid is going to be right behind it, which is going to have a lot of detail by default. Maybe we don't need that space. I don't know, we can play with it. Play with it. Triforce? Oh man, Triforces look so cool. Oh cool, you have a PA set. Let's take a look, man. See what you got. Oh fuck, well there goes my chat. That completely killed my browser. Thank you, sir. Reload this shit. That's reloading. I don't think I missed anything. Let's take a look. This kind of small. a Photoshop work? I don't. Alright, let's see. Oh man, you have a pretty big knife there on her. Oh, look at you got some feathers on her, below her cloth and stuff. Neat. When'd you finish that, man? I lost the rest of the chat. I can't see if there's anything else on. Alright. Alright, this is a pretty good shape for the inside at least, so I'm just gonna take a screen of this. Put as reference when we get back to the spot. Come on now, come on, push. Hey, what's up, Superman Punch? How you doing, man? We're good. A little bit tired, but working along. Pushing through the zBrush for this helmet. There it is, saved onto my push, awesome. You didn't do it, you just assembled it? Oh, like you grab pieces that are already in? I've never even seen that cloak thing with feathers on it before. Alright. I guess the consensus is the darker inside, lighter framework. Kinda like, where's my softer line? More like her helmet and her shoulder pieces, I guess. What's up, noob noob noobie? Really weird how this goes into like a different kind of green teal back there. I would have kept this dark, I think. We're gonna keep ours dark, that's for sure. zBrush. Yeah, if anything, we'll just add a little bit of trim work back there. Maybe not to the top layer. I don't know, we can play with it. I think a frame over here would look kind of weird. I'm gonna add it just to check it out. Not bad actually. I was thinking it was gonna get too repetitive, but because there's so much open space back here, it still seems to work fairly well. Alright, we can keep. Good thing we did the test. Oh shit. Maybe we get thicker out on the bottom one. That'll look better design-wise. Yeah. Most def. Maybe every now and then. Ah, fucking carbon. Maybe every now and then we throw one of those talons that we started doing on the rest of the set. Probably going in the wrong direction actually right now. We should follow this line work so we have a concrete design and not just random detail for the hell of it, right? So what we want to do is kind of like follow and echo this line right here a little bit. Maybe we'll make it a little thicker. Then round it out at the same time. good. Then we get a little fancier with down here, perhaps. Getting a little too spiky. I have to soften it up a little bit. Fucking Twitch alerts. I'm getting pretty sick of it. A screenshot of that for reference, because it actually is pretty good design there, so we'll go with that. And while that gets saved out to our push, there it is. We will relaunch our fucking annoying Twitch alerts application that it keeps bugging out. Man, I don't know what's up with it. So repeat the same shit on top of the hat? What do you mean? Like, more phallic shit? No, man. No, no, no. We cut into it a little bit. I get it. I keep it simple. The solution's gonna be kind of tight anyways. Oh fuck, something happened back here. Before we painted. Oh fuck. I'll have to fix it. Like this half moon thing. See how far we can push this. Alright. Especially about the edge. This guy didn't work as well as I thought it would. The direction is right because it follows this thing, but it would have to be like... really work. And then here I'm not sure when. Used to be. Round it out. We'll mimic or echo that shape bit there. Both count. Yeah, that works pretty good. maybe. Don't need that good. Yeah, I like it cleaner better. A little stronger. Way better. Oh shit, looks like it's credit check time on that. Everybody checking. Checking enemy. I think you're winning so far today. Ruvino, what up, dude? Welcome aboard, man. Luis Angulo, what up, man? ¿Qué dices, cabrón? What's up, buddy? I'm gonna keep it playing. Or look at it. Especially at a distance. When the stuff on the edges to be really clean. And like I said, we're gonna have the braid coming out of there anyways. It's gonna get busy really fast. And color is gonna be on there too, some reds. Surrounded by blacks. Anything, we need to figure out what to do with the front plate now. Ruvino, you are new here. Indeed you are, sir. Thank you so much for following it. Enjoy the live art creation, dude. What if we kept the bottom open without the frame? Our stuff is pretty plain. Not a good reference. Actually, a good thing to look at would be, I guess, her shoulders to see where that darkness, what it ends up being up against. Get out of the way real quick. Or no. Color on it. So it falls against really bright stuff, I guess, her neck most of the time, with the default shoulders anyways. If those were custom shoulders, I'm sure she'd be covered up all over the place with stuff that I've seen in it. Silver or darkness look better near the bottom. Kind of 3D associate artists get mostly ground stuff, not so much actual modeling. 3D associate. I don't know what job you're looking at, but 3D associate seems like a bullshit term. What are you looking up? Sounds like you're looking at a job search and somebody posted something really stupid. I mean, if you're a character artist, you're a character artist. If you're you know, if you've been there for a long time and you're helping mentoring artists and you're in charge of, you know, a little bit more important stuff. What's up, Annie? Put the ow, I missed your thing. Sorry, man. You'd be a senior character artist. You know, if you're then leading the team and, you know, teaching and tutoring a lot more and, you know, taking care more of the art direction for the characters and involved directly with the art directors and all that stuff, then you're a character lead. So those are basically the three main positions for a character artist. Unless you are an intern, in which case you could be a character artist intern. And even at that point, if you're at a good studio and you have good leads or good senior people, they're not gonna give you just the shit to do. They want you to learn, you know. So as they would give you maybe a part of one of the main characters, you know, or one of the grunts to begin with. You know, your first one's gonna be more of the grunt side of things, unless you're hired as a senior or a lead, obviously. But you will be given out, you should be given out a little bit of cool things and a lot of stuff that you learn and help the team as a whole. Because, I mean, everybody in the team gets to do cool stuff, and, you know, a lot of the time people have to do stuff that they don't want to necessarily do, right? So you'll have to, you know, at some point help out with a weapon, or, you know, some stuff that you might not be crazy about, or help another artist with the UVs, or, you know, help do bakeouts for some stuff, or like for the environment stuff. But if you're working on a character, your senior artist and your lead artist will want you to do most of the stuff down the pipeline for a character yourself. So you'll want to do your own UVs, your own bakeouts, if you're going to be texturing it, more especially, right? Your UVs, and bring it, you know, to completion if you're making a whole character. If you're doing weapons or like armor pieces that can be switched in and out, then you can pass those around and it's a lot easier. But if you're making a whole character, it's usually really nice if you do the entire thing yourself in a studio environment. It's different if you start doing outsourcing stuff or any studio stuff or whatever it is. I think I answered your question there somewhere. So yeah, if you're an intern character artist, you will probably not do the main characters because senior guys and the head guys will do that, but at the same time your lead should give you some important stuff so that you can learn and see if you can actually do it, not just keep you at the bottom, you know, doing the outsourced stuff. Usually the outsourced stuff that interns, you know, start doing and learning, and then, you know, they'll bring you up to do the middle stuff and start learning how to do that really well. think some songs are stronger than others, so music's usually not that loud, man. Nixie95, what's up, man? Oh, and Mojo Jojo 083. What's up, man? Welcome aboard. Just doing some quick paint stuff to see what kind of trim we wanted on this helmet. And this seems to be a pretty awesome. This seems to be the winner right here. And as we texture this stuff, actually, I'm not sure about the bottom. I want to keep that trim on there. Actually, I kind of like the trim at the bottom. We can also darken the trim at the bottom, you know, with the gradient as we go towards the top. So I think that will help out. But the trim at the bottom, I think, just kind of pulls it together really nicely. It makes it feel stronger, you know. And also, as we're doing this dark spot over here, you know, like this stuff over here can be a little bit lighter. Oh, my voice is going already. You know, it can get lighter, and as we go towards the bottom, it goes darker. This is obviously way too light. I did it way too strong, but you guys get the idea. See, a little bit, you can see, like, I kind of like faked it, you know, just by painting a mask on there. What the actual texture will do when we get to that point of the diffusing. Brighter, dark color, going into the darkest of the dark color, and then the rim will be obviously lighter than even the lightest darks. Just follow? Yeah. That's as simple as I can put it. But yeah, I think that worked really nice. I was gonna put like more of that detail stuff that we did on the CK on our Chaos Night, but I don't think we need it. I think just these little doodads, those little talons sticking out are gonna do enough of the job for us. So this is good. This is a good test. Okay, I can go with this. Get back to sculpting. The edge work and the flattening of sections, and then we paint our mask at a higher subdivision, and then we extrude in or out depending on what we want to do. Probably out. Actually, no, probably in. Yeah, probably in. I'm gonna go in a little. Well, actually, the inside we don't have to fuck around with. Just the top part we need to paint. This inside part. And the trims. Now, can we do this in sections? We need to extrude. Let's do a quick test. Let me save this one. Because we're gonna fuck this up. Oh no, I can't subdivide. Okay, so it's gonna look extra shitty, but that's okay. Doesn't let you subdivide when you have a mask on. They should just fix that. Make it a feature. When the Bloodseeker set. Oh man, yeah, I know. Hopefully we'll get it in soon, man. Thank you. And for PA? No idea, man. They're probably super busy with all the stuff they got out of. They promised from PI4. The news on the Headless Horseman set. We have to do the loading screen for it still, the beauty render. And as we're doing that, we have an artist making a movie that we need to storyboard still. I'm gonna storyboard it along with him, and then he can start working on it. He's actually gonna get started on some of the environment and the setting pieces already, because we spoke about that already. So he can get started on it fairly soon, and then when we finish the set, we'll give him an updated version of the Chaos Night, and we can start doing all the scenes. Or the Headless Horseman. Alright, we're gonna do something. Deformation, and what do I use here? Inflate. So yeah, this is gonna fuck with our silhouette a little bit. So instead of going out, actually out's not too bad. But it is fucking the silhouette out. So we wanna undo that. Invert the mask. And invert the, or inflate the other direction. Or inflate with balloons, should be nice too. Obviously we're not keeping this one, this is just for an example, so you guys. We need a lot more polygons to make this look nice, but we'll get the idea, and then we can Push that out, and you'll see like all this edge work is gonna show up really nice on a normal map. Look at that, the detail. Oh, the detail. Nice. Create some little shadows for us here and there. Yeah, gonna look nice once we subdivide it. This is a really, really nice test. I really like the way that this is coming out, all the lines. All the shadows beneath, you know, the silhouettes that get created with these guys. They're really, really nice. Worked out well. Does my hand ever cramped up? Yes, it does. So that's why I do my pen flicks with my hand. Push my fingers in all directions, and I also stretch it out. Every now and then you'll see me fucking around with my hand like this. And take a little breaks, talk to the chat, make sure I don't hold the pen too tight, and keep sculpting away. Hey, wizard. Spectre game with 37 kills? You fuck. You snowballed the fuck out of that Spectre. He's hard to snowball with, man, because you gotta get in like the last kill with that dagger. And if you go in too early in the fight, you're gonna get killed so easy. He's so squishy, man. It's really tough playing a good Spectre. I play quite a bit, and I'm not amazing with him, but I know how to play him fairly well. But yeah, I find he's really hard to snowball with. Like, the easiest thing you can do is farm, stay away from fights as much as possible, and try to get that late game Heart and Sanjin Yasha, and just destroy with your ulti. That's awesome, Matt. That's awesome. Those games are so good with Spectre, man. They don't come very often. I'll tell you that. So along with the set, we're also gonna draw in new eyes for the Phantom Assassin, and she's gonna have bloodshot eyes. There's her. Luis Angulo. We don't have the name Figueretta just yet, believe it or not. We've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff, you know, for the lab workshop and whatnot. Haven't really jumped back on this Chaos Knife for about a week or so. Radiance Inspect is really good if you can get it early, or if you stay away from the fights and don't get killed, and you can just build it up by farming. There's a new build that I tried that is actually fairly okay. A lot of people will laugh at it at first, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, they want a fucking new Spectre over here. But I built a Mask of Madness on my Spectre so that I can farm in the jungle, like, you know, level 3, level 4. Actually, level 4, around level 4, level 5. But the fact that you don't have to be in the lane and you can't get ganked that easy is huge, because then you can just farm the jungle, keep your health up with the Mask of Madness, and, you know, the health regen on it. And then you start building your Radiance, and then keep going from there, and you're a lot safer, and then you can just jump in for the ganks and whatnot. But it doesn't force you to stay on a lane where you can get ganked so easy as with a weak Spectre. So I don't know, give that a shot, man. Worked out for me a few times. Shit, I wonder if we can keep this and I just kind of like flatten it out. I wonder if that would work. Try it real quick. Probably won't. No, because, well, here, I'll just try this for the fun of it. Yeah, it's kind of fucking up. Maybe with polish should be really sharp with this polish stuff. Not terrible, but we'll have to go through the whole thing doing this. Quick little test. It works out for us. Oh, well, back. Kind of fucks up on the edges a little bit, but those edges won't show up on the bake. That's a good thing. Oh, this is a mellow song. I like this song. Good for working. You know what? That's actually working for us. Even having the super shitty subdivision before that. I never usually work this way. It's half decent, gotta say. I'm gonna push it a little bit more and see if it actually keeps working for me. We'll need a different tool for this part. Oof, not that one. We need the trim smooth. Problem is the perspective keeps changing the size of our brush. I'd say this is actually fixing it up quite nicely without having to do the other workflow. Bad. Allows you to work at a way lower subdivision and then just subdivide it a few times and keep going and good option to know about. If anything, you just have to clean up a little bit of the edges here near the base. That. I'm actually pretty surprised at that. Turn up our intensity here, make our job a little bit faster. I have to use the trim smooth border for not very well defined. Might even need another subdivision. Pressure to the right section so that we get a nice smooth trim. Like the redness that's keeping instead of the flatness. Oh, whoa, whoa, Matt! Jesus, dude. Relax. Let's not spam the channel, man. Break it down, Scotty. Bring it down. Down a notch, man. All hyped from his Spectre match. I kind of wish we'd clean this up a little bit more before I did it. Getting too flat in some section. Can't fix it from the right side. Let's see if we can flatten it first. The better tool. Let's see if this is something else. Little test that might end up working. Just keep going a little bit. Telltale game is near me? Yes, it is. After Lucas was closed down by Disney, internal Lucas, 40 or yeah, about 40 companies rented out a space downtown in San Francisco, and they held a little mini meet and greet our teams, and they invited all the Lucas people to come by, and they were scouting for people. They 40 companies showed up and tried to snag people from our teams. And I spoke with a lot of people there, a lot of companies, and Telltale was one of the companies there as well. And yeah, they're really close, really local. They're up in Marin, just a little bit north from San Francisco. So yeah, that's how I found out, or I knew that they were so close in Marin. Ah, you thought that story was going nowhere, didn't you? Alright, no, this straight is line, but that's alright. I always fix it a little bit afterwards with the loop tool. A little bit of a turn here. Move that out. Nice, very nice. Pretty tight actually. Get tiny to hold our pen for a little bit. Okay. First, then your game 1 for 18. Holy shit. What's my MMR? Oh fuck, man. I think my solo MMR is at 33 or 3400, and my team MMR went down drastically lately, and it's at 2900 or something. We lost like 4 games in a row, and there's 3 of us or 2 of us, and we got matched up with. And I'm not against Peruvians, but these 3 sets of Peruvians happen to be fucking ridiculously bad, and they were just fucking the game up for us. Like, they were randoming on the rank and just... it was so bad, man. It was so bad. So yeah, we lost a lot of games in a row. Kinda sucks. Hey Kiko, what's up? Let's make a set for Enigma, bye. I mean, I play with one of my gaming friends. He's from Peru, and he makes fun of all the Peruvians, saying, you know, their game style is all fucked and all these things. For the most of them, you know, obviously not all of them. But he's Peruvian, and he's really, really fucking good. So it's not all of them. I gotta put that out there. But holy shit, a lot of them just really fuck shit up, man. Not cool. Good angle. Alright. Oh, that's gonna make so nice. Now, the reason I say that is because we have some angles that are actually, if you're facing the mesh straight forward, and you know, if this was like a, well, let's do it again. This is a polygon, and we extrude that straight forward, you know, at the camera. This edge over here is going to be straight forward, so there's like a pixel wide for the normal map to tell the engine that there's a volume there. If we angle that out slightly in this direction, so if this is the angle and this is extruded in this direction, and we, instead of making the extrusion flat, if we pull it out this way, we have a whole bunch of pixels here that the light can see, and it gives us, you know, that slant. And by having that slant, we give resolution to that extrusion to actually show up on the normal map, which is the texture. So then light will actually hit that a lot more, and you'll notice it a lot more inside of the game. Alright. Do I occasionally do studies of life or draw still? No, man. The last time I did that was when I had to do it, and it was in college. Yeah. Ever since then, I've been like, every time I had to do like a drawing or whatever, it was like a concept or a design or something that I wanted to do, but not still life anymore. I never. I mean, I did some pieces, you know, obviously like in high school and in college, you know, for life stills, and I really enjoyed getting the realisticness to come through on my pieces, and I was fairly decent at that stuff. But then I really got into designing things and creating things rather than just copying them from the environment. And I mean, it's a crazy good skill to have, or to get even better at, but I enjoy designing and creating, you know, characters and worlds and stories and things like that a lot more than getting good at, you know, painting or, you know, environment or life stills and things like that. This part got really fucked up. Oof, we might not be able to use this part actually. Maybe we take this out in 2 pieces and go back and redo this part. Oh no, it's pretty shitty. I got completely destroyed down this section. I should take a look at that before we did it. Free on Cyber Cafe? Yeah, for sure, Luis. I believe that. See if I can fix this, or if we need to start that over. And there goes Twitch alerts. Well, that part is really fucked up, actually. How could we fix it? This part needs to be black. One extra out. Or, second. This part's gonna get fucked up regardless, which I'm fine with. There's this inside part that I don't want it to look this. Or at least not have. Oh god, we'll end up doing that manually. Let's see if we can patch this. Might save us time in the end. Don't worry, I know it looks like shit right now. Minutes, we'll get it looking really nice. Our lines will change a little bit, so we'll just fix that up, or we can bake to this low poly if we export it, because it still has our UVs. But we can bake to this and then still apply that bake onto our old low poly, so it keeps the exact volumes that we had before. So even with this patch job and a little bit of the lines moving here and there, it'll still work on our UVs, and that's where we keep the UVs, fellas and gals. Non-destructive polygon workflow is always fucking awesome. We just kind of like, I mean, we're doing a test, so we didn't care about this stuff, but it ended up actually working really well for us, so that's why we're patching this stuff. But ideally, we wouldn't be doing this patching stuff at all. If we kind of like cut out the right section right and extruded that, then painted the other section and extruded that, and it would have been way better. So that's how we should have done it, but I don't know, this is... no biggie. that going in. A lot of polygons here, so play build up is adding a lot of little extra bumps, so fix this up a little bit. Those little bumps we'll be able to fix. Fix shitty edge work I have. See if we can salvage it. Oof. Jesus. Part is really fun. Especially because of the creasing. Oh my god. Still hope. Still hope. And polish those really fucked up vertices. We really need to. This is so dirty, we should not be working this way. But I really don't want to repaint the mask. That's basically what we're doing this game. So we have to repaint the mask that actually ended up working out for us. It's gonna save us a lot of time. And I'm welding this shit right now. Filling up the gaps so that we can do our flattening stuff a lot better. All these parts really suck. Okay, our OBS is crashing. I'm gonna restart it, guys. Sorry. I think that it's gonna go